Hello, hello, and welcome back to Fallout New. Shit, I'm hitting keys I'm not meaning to hit. Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Yeah. Still a very goofy energy recording session. I love all of the fucking little environmental details. Like, he's got a coffee pot, some cups, and whiskey glasses. This dude likes a good Irish coffee. I love this game. I love little details in games. I love the minute bits of information that most players miss, but those who see them will understand the depth of the world they're in. Woo!
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Alright, so, we got a lot going on all of a sudden, because before we were rather straightforward in what we were being told, but now we got a lot. So, let's go through some of the stuff we have, starting from the most recent and going back. The NCR wants us to talk to the boomers in the Northeast and get their heavy armaments. The followers of the apocalypse want us to hack Mr. House's into Mr. House's network to get his medical information to help people. Mr. House wants us to use the platinum chip in Fortification Hill, or get the platinum chip and use it in Fortification Hill in order to do something. Caesar wants to talk to us at Fortification Hill. Benny is in Fortification Hill, and there's something in his suite in the hotel, apparently. I don't know why the game wants us to do that. We weren't really prompted to do it, but cool. There's two quests that are telling us to go and do that. Which we might do before leaving the strip. Julie Farkas, we gotta talk to her to get payment for a quest. We gotta check out the East Pump. I'm gonna mark that one up because it's the one I'm most likely to forget. Check out the East Pump station, and it's close by. In order to help with water at the farms in the strip. Or outside the strip. There's some missing people. We gotta talk to somebody in Westside about missing people. We gotta... That's a whole thing that I'm not too worried about right now. There's more bounties for us to do with the fiends. We gotta deal with some troublemakers in the sewers in North Vegas. We got to talk to Cass down in the Mojave outpost about Cassidy Caravan. We gotta talk to her. We gotta talk to a guy in a casino here about quitting his job. We gotta talk with... we have the option to rob the gun runners. I think I kind of want to avoid that for now, though. Go with Veronica, talk to the Brotherhood of Steel Elder at Hidden Valley. Yeah, she wants us to go back to the Brotherhood. We gotta kill a guy. Oh, he's here on the strip. Because he owes a fuck ton of money and stole from some people. I don't think we'll be able to fix the Eddie quest until we can fix the bug with Eddie that's stopping him from following us past doors, which is a shame. And then that's the DLCs. So for now, I think I want to poke around the strip a little bit. Yeah, we just got a lot of travelers and gamblers.
Watch your caps. They go quick.
So what's this building? Angelo's Workshop. H&H Tool Company, cool. There's another building of that right on the other end of this wall, actually, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it's at North Vegas. H&H Tool Factory, yeah. So this is another building they owned. We can't use that vending machine, it'd be stealing. What's going on here? It's just empty. I mean, very cool. Okay, here's some people.
Excuse me, but I'm busy.
Sort of tripped and fell there. A Cup of Joe. Slocum Joe's sign, that's cool. Some Sunset Sarsaparilla signs. Bunch of signs. You're in a vault suit, who are you?
Oh, hello, I am Michelangelo. How can I... wait. Are you here to deliver more billboard requests? Please tell me you're not a messenger on behalf of Mr. House.
Why are you so jittery about Mr. House?
Because spending myself to the edge of artistic oblivion for Mr. House sums up my existence since I had to leave Vault 21. That's why.
Oh, his teeth are pretty janky, I just realized. You live in Vault 21? Tell me about it.
Most people don't understand what it means to grow up in a vault. Its corridors, its walls, radiate a warmth that feels safe, honest. But here, everything is huge and threatening. It's so empty that I think one of these days I'll just snap.
Do you know Doc Mitchell by chance?
You mean Mitch? Oh, it's been ages since I've heard the name. My sister and I used to call him Mole Butt. Don't ask.
He's got a mole on his butt?
Time ago, before we exchanged the warmth of our home for the thin air of the wasteland.
Oof. Sounds like you don't like this place. What's wrong with it?
I feel haunted by something terrible. Working in such a huge workshop often makes me shiver. I
Why
can't
doesn't
even
he
leave
just
the
go
strip.
back? Why doesn't he just go back? So, you seem to be, you seem to dread hearing about Mr. House's request. What's the problem?
It's this place. My inspiration ebbs and I don't know how to stop it. Oh, I can't feel the warmth anymore.
Why don't you pack up and return to Vault 21?
Wouldn't that be great? No, Mr. House filled it with concrete. Only a few rooms and halls remain. My sister was able to turn them into a hotel.
Why would he do that to a vault? Is he insane? A giant underground shelter with resources and safety. Fill it with concrete! So, an artist is a rare thing to see in the wasteland. What's your story?
Well, not much, really. Vault 21 was my home. My dear home. I left it to explore the outside world. At first, it was a marvel to behold. My inspiration flowed true, and its works caught Mr. House's attention. That's how I ended up in this place. It's this place. My inspiration ebbs, and I don't
I was like,
know how
hang
to
on, why is
stop.
it... Okay. Yeah, tell me about the
Most
vault.
people
There's a
don't,
dialogue option I missed.
But
So, is the fear of the outside world draining your inspiration?
yes, I think so. But please, keep quiet about it. Without inspiration, I'm as good as a tumbleweed drifting in the barren wasteland.
Oh, that's, I have it at the tip of my tongue. Agromorphia? I'll help.
Maybe you were thinking of agoraphobia?
I have
Yes,
that
you
in
are
real
right. I need
life.
something to bring back my inspiration. Any ideas?
I have agoraphobia. Stepping outside my home makes me feel like I'm gonna throw up. It's roads. Roads are the main thing for me. When I'm in like a natural environment or like a zoo or like a mall or a communal area, it's fine. It's roads, like... it's weird. When I'm in a car, I love roads, and I think highways are an amazingly beautiful thing, even though they're fucking terrible for the environment, and what we did to build the highway system is disgusting and awful. But the actual engineering feat of it is something to marvel, and is awe-inspiring. But when I'm on foot, the sight of a road fills me with sheer terror. It's like seeing cars on the road and having to cross the street. Anyway. Start releasing psychoanalysis, a few thousand caps a month will fix you. Really good at trepanation. You'd be amazed how grow a pair and go out into the real world, find your inspiration. I could escort you into the wasteland. It's not so bad.
Thank you for the offer, but I think I really can't go to see Wait a minute. I know, I don't have to necessarily be there to see it.
The second one's funny. What do you mean?
Yes, that's it. I have a camera. It is old, but it should work. Perhaps you could bring me images of inspiring landmarks.
I'll help you. Do you have any landmarks in mind?
I've always wanted to see the dinosaur and its thermometer sign at Novak.
All right.
Then there's the famous Bison Steve sign.
Yep, in there.
The McCarran Airfield and the Helios 1 power station signs are of much interest to my work. Like the Sunset Sarsaparilla headquarters bottle.
Jesus. Why is my character so eager to beat the piss out of him? Angel on your shoulder? Devil on your shoulder. Okay, you've got a deal. I'll return with the pictures.
Thank you. I really can't thank you enough for this. Please, get me all the pictures. I'll compensate you accordingly. Oh, and if you need more camera film, then just come back and I'll get it for you. Again, thank you.
Cool. So, okay, he's a neon expert, it seems like. And it makes sense that House would want somebody like that. Billboard schematics. This is cool. Oh, look, a bunch of light bulbs. I like this. This is a neat location. I love this game. I've got some Sunset Sarsaparilla on me, right? Alright. If you're wondering why I'm letting my health stay low, I like to let the food heal me over time, just as I have to eat and trap. Oh!
Recording.
Eddie's working!
Post scientist, I am glad that EDE has reached you. You will find several data banks of information on this machine.
Okay, so, for context on why I thought Eddie was broken. Eddie's companion quest is very unique. Most companions' quests are fulfilled by just visiting locations. But Eddie is different. Eddie needs to hear specific lines of dialogue. And I was worried that because he wasn't following me up to people, he wasn't gonna hear the special dialogue. But it seems like just me engaging in conversations helps. Oh my god. So, I've never done the Eddie quest line, because in a lot of my old playthroughs, I never got the stuff I needed to fix Eddie before moving to the strip, and I usually stop after doing all the stuff, like, arriving at the strip. So I'm so excited. Holy shit. Alright, log playback, continue.
Please handle this information with the utmost care, as it represents the sum total of the results of my research on the Duraframe iBots. There are also several data banks with information on my research into Poseidon Energy, and some projects they were working on in the Mojave area.
Okay, that's awesome. Also, I wanted to quickly talk about Poseidon Energy and the beauty and the sadness that of Poseidon Energy. So, Poseidon Energy, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a nerd talk right here. Poseidon Energy gets its origins back with, words. Fallout 2, where there's nuclear power plants of it and an oil rig and a couple other... I think that's the only two Poseidon Energy things we see in that game. But there's a heavy implication that the Enclave had an interest in Poseidon materials. Now, come the Bethesda games, and Poseidon is an all but forgotten background element, just another company that exists pre-war. This game tried to reinforce the fact that the NCR had an interest in it, but then it got lost. I mean, the Enclave had an interest in it, but then Fallout 4 sort of drops the interest in Poseidon again and just uses them to have some power stations in 4 and 76. But Van Buren was intending to lean a lot harder into that Poseidon rabbit hole, and it's something I hope Bethesda eventually reopens the can of worms on. because in the unreleased Fallout Van Buren, there was going to be loads of unique Poseidon technology. This is how you would have gotten some of the best weapons and armor in the game, was by finding pre-war designs being made by Poseidon and then rebuilding them in order to get this old tech. And I think that's very cool, and it would have only been accessible to players with the highest science skills. And yeah, Poseidon is one of the biggest missed opportunities of Fallout. Is I want to see more stuff done with Poseidon. Okay, I have to keep unlocking more if I'm gonna hear more from him. Alright. So, alright. Even though Eddie can't help in combat anymore, I like to roleplay as Eddie's, like, weaponry has broken, more or less. Is what I'm gonna choose to believe. So yeah, there's a guy we have to hunt down here on the strip, but now let's go check out Vault 21. And fair warning, in a moment, I might start talking about Fallout TV show spoilers, but I will wait to start that conversation. This is the exact billboard that exists in Fallout 3. Except for that sign is different, because it just said Vault 101 Annual Bake Off. That's hilarious. It's an identical billboard. I recognize that because it's like part of the intro of Fallout 3, so like it's very omnipresent. Ooh. Armored jumpsuit. I like the vault signs. Hey there.
Hi, I'm Sarah Weintraub. Welcome to the finest vault hotel in the whole world.
A vault hotel? Was it like this before the war?
No, silly. Of course it wasn't always a hotel. I grew up in it. I love it. My favorite place in the world. Not that I know much of the world. I never left this place, come to think of it. But it is the most special vault ever.
What's so special about this vault?
My vault is pure New Vegas. Everyone has a chance, and Lady Luck smiles if you play your odds right. Okay, it was like that before we had to leave. Vault 21 had very smart ways to help people get along. All arguments and fights got solved through gambling. I'll give you a quick tour of my home. Oh yeah, if you like.
Sure, I would like that.
Rightio, Daddy-o. Let's do it. Alright, please follow me. We'll head into the vault right away.
Cool. A bunch of vault tech and signs sat around at the entrance. Vault tour.
This bunker protects the entrance to the vault. Solid stone outside and thick steel on the inside.
Cool.
Hello.
Okay, where are we going?
Good to see you again. All right.
I think she broke. You said that Vault 21 wasn't always a hotel.
No, silly. Of course it wasn't always a hotel. Okay.
I think she
Anything else I can
broke.
do for you?
The tour broke.
All right. What would you like to know?
Let's see if
Okay,
this.
see you soon.
Let's see if the tour is going to continue. I've never actually gone into the Vault 21 tour. Again, that tells you a lot about how and when I quit my games. I think Fallout 4 has my favorite aesthetic for vaults, but there is an element of the Fallout 3 ones that I very much like. Shut up, phone!
Above us, there's a control center for this level of the vault's life support systems, electric grid, radioactive shields, and all that jazz. Don't get lost.
Let's pop open a sarsaparilla while we talk.
My vault has many corridors and rooms, although it is no longer symmetrical after Mr. House threw us out.
It's no longer symmetrical, huh?
Seeing the sights? Who would have thought a place like this
Ooh.
would exist?
Look at that. Huddle of gamblers.
This is the main game hall. Here we settled the big disputes among the vault's levels. Chosen representatives gambled against each other here. The winner earned the right to settle the dispute as wished by the collective.
Very cool. A very fascinating, unique vault.
We used to have such parties in this diner. A bitch to clean later, but well worth it. Evening.
Neat looking diner. This is a pretty nice vault layout wise.
This hall leads to our guest rooms. You can use the first room on our left, but no snooping next door. That's my room. Always was.
I love her looping animation. So first door on the left is one I'm allowed to use. I'm guessing there. Or is it that one?
Game room. Each side of the vault had one, but the other is filled with concrete now. Okay, that wraps it up. I'll see you soon.
Okay, let's
Good to
talk
see
with her
you
more.
again.
So yeah,
All right, what would you like to know?
What does Mr. House have to do with Vault 21?
Mr. House has everything to do with Vault 21. He tried to get us out before he filled it with concrete. I almost went ape. So we convinced him. Okay, Sheldon and I, right? We convinced him to leave the top level mostly intact.
Why did he fill the vault with concrete? It makes no sense.
I don't know, maybe he didn't want anybody sneaking around down there. My vault runs deep and wide. It's filled with corridors and rooms that go far. What gives him the right to screw us with the royal shaft anyway? So he saved New Vegas. Woohoo! Now scram and let us go on with our lives. Sheesh.
I have more I want to ask about the hotel.
I see. Okay, your move.
So, you run this place then?
Yeah, and you gotta dig what I did with it. Looking as good as it should? Almost.
Do you miss the old days of the vault?
It was bustling with activity. We all knew each other so well. You see, the vault kept us all even. It's all symmetry and windows down there. We solved any quarrels through gambling. Lady Luck cast no eyeballs, you know? So, nobody shafted anyone else. Yeah, I miss those days.
Do you know Doc Mitchell?
Mitch? You mean Molebutt? I hadn't thought about that name in a long time. I was just a child and he had a big mole in his rear bumper. You understand, kids and all that. Everyone knows about each other in a vault. There's no other way. I hope Mitch is doing well.
Do you get a lot of business here?
Sure, the place is packed. Usually. We get loads of NCR cubes these days. A stray Brahmin Baron once in a while, and recently circled couples shining big rocks on their fingers.
Circles a couple of big rocks in their fingers? What? I have some more questions for you.
Okay, how can I help you?
What kind of things do you sell? Are you the owner of the hotel and shop?
Well, it is my vault, all right. Yeah. That is, no.
Pretty awesome that she gets to own a whole vault,
I take
kinda.
care of it, but I suppose you could say that it belongs to Mr. House.
Like everything else. What does he have to do with the
Mr.
vault?
House has everything to do with Vault 21.
Alright, yeah,
He
it's the
tried to
same
get
line
us-
of dialogue. What kind of things do you sell in the gift shop?
I have all sorts of things. Vault souvenirs, vault wares, vault machines, vault mementos, and vault suits. And, well, lots of other vault things, too.
Well, gear, swell. Can you show me what you got?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, I got these great lunch boxes. They're super. What else? oh, look at these toasters. You like toast, right?
I think
If
she's
they're
carrying a
crunchy,
bunch of
even
these
better.
on her.
What about a vintage Voltec toy car? Or
Sarah, stop right there. Do you have any actual, like, supplies, not souvenirs?
okay, I do, but who wants a lame sensor module or a nitrogen canister anyway? All the popular stuff has been sold, especially the vault suits. I need to find more because people buy them like hotcakes. Leather suits are good times. Thinking about that just blows my top.
That's something I would say in real life. I might be persuaded to lend you a hand.
You would? You really would? That would help me a lot. I'll pay you good money per each suit.
So she'll buy suits. Alright, consider it done.
Thank you so much.
So she'll pay me for vault suits. Cool. Words. Alright. I think we'll poke around this place a little bit more and then continue our exploration of the strip next time on Fallout New Vegas.
You turned around?
So, hope you've all been enjoying this episode. Words. Yeah, I hope you've all been enjoying this episode, and cards will be appearing in just a moment. Love all you very, very much. And, ta-ta for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to me, Mr. New Vegas, and you look extraordinarily beautiful right now. You know they say that no news is good news, but I think my program would be awfully dull if that were the case. A hostage crisis between the NCR and their great cause was resolved peacefully when a third-party negotiator successfully secured the hostage's release. The news has been brought to you by the Vicky and Vance Casino. Vicky and Vance, be our partners in crime. Here's Bing Crosby reminding us of those times when you absolutely have to kiss the person you love. Something's gotta give.